Hello students, good morning. I hope you had a very good night. How was your studies yesterday? I hope you were able to understand everything we learned. Well, it was a good time we had yesterday. I enjoyed the lesson because we used our rulers to make measurements, and it was really fun to estimate measurements and also to see the actual measurements and know if you overestimated or underestimated. So, did you do the task I told you to do? Did you look around and try to give estimates of measurements? Okay, I hope you did so, and I hope you understand that very well now. Okay, well, today we are still measuring, okay? But guess what? We're doing something a little bit different today, okay? Now let's see. It's lesson 11 and unit 4. We've looked at units 1, 2, and 3. We looked at choosing the best unit of measurement. We looked at how to make measurements. We looked at how we can estimate measurements and then also make actual measurements. All right, now we're looking at perimeter today. Can you say that after me? Perimeter. Again, perimeter. All right, great job. Now, what do you notice in this topic is there's a word that is similar to what we have been talking about before now. What word is that? No, yes, maybe no, maybe yes. Okay, it's meter. Meter. Did you get it right? Okay, now remember that we have been looking at the units of length. We looked at MCMK. By now, you should never forget that again. Millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. Everything has meters, and it's all about measuring the length of things. So today we are looking at perimeter. Perimeter is another part of measurements. That's measuring the length of things. Okay, it's not a unit of measurement. Okay, it's not a unit of measurement. The only thing we're going to do here is to measure an object. We'll do a proper measuring of objects this time around. Okay, your student's book, page 221 to 224, and your workbook 177 to 182. I hope you did the workbook for yesterday. All right, let's get to the lesson. Now, what do we intend to learn today? You know, I always say it's important that you know what you want to learn so that while the lesson is going on, you have that in mind. We must be able to find the length of the missing side. Remember I said, today we are looking at measuring things. We're going to measure things, objects like a table. We're going to measure table. What else? Objects anyway. Your shoe rack or your computer table, your computer screen, and so on. Okay. So peradventure we know one of the sides. We know the meters or the centimeters of one of the side, and we don't know the other one. How do we find it? This is what we're going to look at here. The second thing, we'll learn how to measure lines and also to find their perimeters. Okay, all right, let's get to the lesson now. What is perimeter? What is perimeter? Now please take note of this carefully. I need your full attention. Today, I'm not saying pay full attention because I know what you will say. You will say, I have to pay a lot of money and I don't have money. So I'm not telling you to pay attention. I'm rather saying, I need your attention. So let your attention be here, okay? Follow carefully and you will understand well. What is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance all the way around the outside of a 2D shape. Now you must remember that. It's the distance. That's what is the measurement of all the sides that are outside a 2D shape. So it means that we'll measure the total length of all the sides. Okay? So for example, your computer will measure up, the side, down, and the other side again. Okay, it's the computer is like a rectangle. So this, what we're going to look at in perimeter is to measure all the sides. Okay, and also take notes, all the sides outside and not inside the shape. Outside and not inside the shape. On the next lesson, we're going to be looking at the measurements of the length inside the shape, but this is outside the shape. So here we say shapes with equal sides. We have shapes with equal sides and we have shapes that don't have equal sides. So let's see how we measure the perimeter. How do we measure? For shapes with equal sides, oh, in fact, it is a very interesting one. Do you know why? Because when they have all equal sides, it means that all the numbers will be the same. For example, a square. The perimeter of a square will be the length of one of the sides multiplied by the number of sides of the shape. A square has 4 sides, right? Okay, if I asked you a question, a square has 4 sides and one of the sides is 4 centimeters. What is the perimeter of the square? What would you say? Great job! The length of one side is 4 centimeters. I did not give you the length of the other sides, but since it's a square and all the sides are the same, it means that the length is going to the length of all of the sides will be the same. So what do I do? 4 times how many sides? 4. It means the perimeter of the square is 16. 4 times 4, 16 centimeters. But what about if the shape does not have equal side? Like this one we have on the screen, a rectangle. What do we do? I want you to think. What do you think we're going to do? Okay, well, yes, I know you can see it, but then here's what we're going to do. Remember, 2 sides of this shape, the opposite sides are the same. Remember when we learned shapes? The opposite sides are the same. So down and up is the same. Left and right side is the same length. It's not like a parallelogram that does not have all same sides. Okay, so this has 2 same sides up and down and 2 same sides left and right. So what do we do? The perimeter is going to be the length is the one we have left and right. Okay, so the length times 2. You know, if the length on this side, if the left side is 2 centimeters, definitely the right side will also be 2 centimeters because they are equal sides, right? Okay, what about the width? The width is the one we have up and down. So if the one up is 6 centimeters, the one down also will be 6 centimeters. That's the line down, will also be 6 centimeters. So how do we get the perimeter? It means the length, that's the left and right, multiplied by 2. And the width, that's the one either up or down, multiplied by 2. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now let's see some problems with perimeter. I talked about the square already and I'm giving you a typical example of the square that has only one side. Without even looking at all of the things that I wrote, what is going to be the perimeter? Yes, I know you can see it, but it has one side. All the sides are the same. So what do I do? It has 6 centimeters for one side. All the sides are the same. How many sides does the square have? 4. So it means all the sides must be 6 centimeters. What do I do? 6 centimeters multiplied by 4, 24 centimeters. If I don't want to do it like that, I can say 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters. And that is 24 centimeters. Okay, this is super easy. Now look at what I put down here. When we have only the perimeter, when you have only the perimeter, divide by the number of sides. Let me explain that to you. For this square, what if I did not tell you the any side? I didn't give you the measurement of any side. I didn't tell you if it's a 6 or 4 or anything. I just gave you a square. And I said the perimeter of this square is 24 centimeters. Find the number or the length of each side. Remember, we have 4 sides. Okay, so what do? I have told you the perimeter is 24 centimeters. How am I going to find the measurement of each side? Can you think about that? Okay, that's a very good try. 24 centimeters is the perimeter. Okay, and how many sides does the square have? 6. Since the square has the same length of sides, I divide 24 by 4 because it has 4 sides. 24 divided by 4 is what? 6. So it means each of the side is 6 centimeters. Okay, so in case I give you something, okay, let me give you this also. A pentagon. No, let's not use a pentagon. A hexagon of equal sides. How many sides does a hexagon have? Great, it has 6 sides. Okay, now the perimeter of the hexagon is 60 centimeters. The perimeter is 60 centimeters. What is the measurement or the length of each side of the hexagon? I'm waiting for you to answer the question. You need some help? Okay, I know some of you have done it well. Okay, but here is it. I've told you that the perimeter, remember, perimeter measures the total length of all the sides outside, is 60 centimeters. And I have a pentagon, a hexagon. A hexagon has 7 sides. So what am I going to do? 6 sides, I'm sorry. A hexagon has 6 sides. So what am I going to do? Divide 60 by 6 to know the number or the length of each side. 60 divided by 6 is what? Good, 10. So it means each side of my hexagon is 10 centimeters. If I add up all those 10 centimeters, it will still give me 60 because I have 6 sides, right? Okay, I know we understand this now, so it will be easy for us to get to the next one.